The thing is, I'm very concerned about education because, let's face it, without education, what are we? Plants. And over the last couple of years, there's been a lot of talk about class sizes. And this week, the government decided to remove the limit on the number of children you can put in one room and teach at. A class, right, can now be literally any size, from 1 to any size. So what does this deregulation actually mean? Well, I decided to go back to school, disguise myself as a teacher, isolate a lesson scientifically, and find out for myself.
Bonjour, la classe. Je m'appelle Monsieur Ridge. Les animaux.
For this experiment, we started a perfectly ordinary French lesson with no pupils. The class was then fed in one pupil at a time.
Le chien est...
Things ran fairly smoothly until 23 pupils.
Très bien.
At 24, the class becomes noisy and more unruly. Footballs are passed about, and then magazines. One of the girls produces a sword. From this point on, the teaching had to be more animated. At 62, it became impossible to teach the entire class. Smaller groups had to be started, and interim teachers appointed to teach them.
You don't teach him the cheval, that's a horse. Teach him, listen to him, listen to him.
Through this new teaching system, French becomes distorted into a new language based on the 3 words the children know: cat, dog and horse. At 90, one of the girls gives birth. At this point, the class begins to get out of control. With 117 children, the class suddenly achieves a state of natural equilibrium. The entire class becomes unbelievably attentive and quickly grasps the difference between ER and IR verb formulation.
Excellent, mes enfants.
Luckily, this is the moment at which the inspector arrives.
Très bien.
At 118, extreme violence resumes. School uniforms mutate. The children make rudimentary weapons. Only one child is still paying attention. At 142, the class becomes seriously dangerous. At 165, a rudimentary religion emerges. At 192, the one attentive child is sacrificed by the high priest. From this point on, the class size starts to increase exponentially. Children are drawn in from miles around by a force resembling gravitational pull. There is a tornado in a nearby town. At 241, the class reaches critical mass and implodes. One tiny, super dense child remains. We put her under a microscope. When tested, this new pupil achieved grade C at French GCSE O-level.
C'est un animal, mais écoutez, le chien et le chat sont des animaux.
Well, there we are. Proof positive that the ideal size for a school class is, without doubt, 117.